Welcome back to The Ocean View. I'm your host, Johnny Ocean, and today, very interesting guest. He's my neighbor, he's a charity man, and he's a serial entrepreneur. Also, the new president of AREAA Ventura.
How are you, buddy?
Doing great.
Good to see you.
You ready for this one? Mr. Rhys Morris.
How are you, buddy?
Good to see you, mate.
Good to see you, man.
Wow. Well, thanks for coming. This is a very shotgun, short-term interview in the Rotoflight garage. But hey, mate, why don't you give people your quick background? We don't have a ton of time, so give me your quick background and then what you're doing, with AREAA and everything else.
Yeah, I started out, I left Wales when I was 24 years old, right? And never been to America, never even landed in America, went straight to Hawaii, went to the University of Hawaii on a Rotary scholarship to get my MBA. And, by the age of 26, I had a law degree and an MBA and couldn't really get a job. So I basically started my own companies. So ran a nightclub, had my own consignment shop, did all kinds of stuff, and then got married, and then decided okay, it's time for me to go to corporate America. So in 19...
How old were you then?
36.
36, wow.
So at 36, I moved to Arizona, started working for Wells Fargo there, was with them for close to 5 years before I went to work for Countrywide. Then worked for BBVA Compass, Prospect Mortgage, ran my own mortgage company, and then Union Bank brought me to California.
Okay.
And an amazing regional bank. They really took care of the community. And I was fortunate enough to be a regional manager on the mortgage side there. Had an incredible team. And until 3 years ago, that's what I did. And then Union Bank was taken over by US Bank.
Yeah.
We parted ways.
Yeah.
And I started my new life.
Wow.
I was fortunate enough to get introduced to AREAA by my former boss, Sam. He introduced me to Teresa Wynn, and he says, hey, your job is to help them grow in Ventura County.
And what is AREAA for people? What does it stand for?
So AREAA is Asian Real Estate Association of America.
Yeah.
And what they basically do is, if you look at our culture, right? Who has the most in homeownership, right? And who suffers the most? Who does not have representation in housing? And we know in California, the way to grow wealth is through buying homes.
Of course.
Right? Because they go up in value.
Yeah.
So until a few years ago, if you had a 1003 is a mortgage application.
Right.
Right? It would have Caucasian, it would have Hispanic, it would have African American, and it would have other.
Right.
So
on the form.
On the form. So whether you were Korean, Japanese, Asian, Island Pacific, it didn't make an ounce of difference. You were just other. So what AREAA has done is that it's been able to bring that to the forefront. So now on every application, you see each nationality. And then that lets us know even better who is being served.
Okay, so that was AREAA's initiative.
That's AREAA's initiative is to make sure that all Asian minorities have an opportunity to buy a house.
Right.
With education, with grants, and it's just a wonderful society that absolutely helps people get into homeownership.
And how did you, because you're from Wales, correct?
Yeah.
So you're from Wales. How did a guy from Wales who was, started the rave culture in the UK, right? How did the guy like you get to be involved with Asia, with AREAA, but Asia in general, because you do your own mission trips, I know.
Yes.
So talk a bit about that.
So, when people see me, they just look, oh, he's a white guy, right? But my children are half Welsh, quarter Japanese, quarter Korean, right?
Right.
I have a mixed family. And growing up in Hawaii, it's basically ohana, and color doesn't make a difference. You're just people.
Yeah.
And for the first time when I went to Hawaii, I actually felt respected for being Welsh, because in my home, in Great Britain, the Welsh are not that respected by the English.
Sure.
Right. So I actually felt empowered. Right.
Yeah.
When I met my AREAA, and I call them my AREAA family at this point, because that's where most of my friends are.
Right.
I've traveled the world with them.
Yeah.
If it was not for AREAA, I wouldn't own properties in Thailand and have a place in Vietnam. I wouldn't do all these mission and charity trips that I do if it was not my friends from AREAA. So what it's done for me is that it's broadened my horizons.
Sure.
It's made incredibly new, amazing friends.
Yeah.
Even starting my own new business now, East
Yeah.
Summit Loans, which will start next year. It's myself
Yeah.
with Nadia, who's Filipino, with Michelle, who is Vietnamese.
Great.
And our goal is to be able to serve the whole community. And
Right.
I think that melting pot,
Yeah.
and I honestly feel like AREAA is a melting pot.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what color, what creed you are.
Right.
They welcome you with open arms.
Right.
And make you feel like a part of their family. And for that, I'll be dedicated to AREAA for life.
That's fantastic, mate. And so you're new. You're 2026 in the Ventura chapter of AREAA. Maybe explain a little bit about how AREAA works, because you've been talking with me about it for a few months now, and I'm still a little unclear because there's city
Yeah.
chapters, national chapters.
So you have a national chapter,
Yeah.
right? And the new national president is Brian On, who's a very great friend of mine
Yeah.
from Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
you, when he talks, you feel his love and his aloha come out.
Right.
So this year, coming 2026, I will be the president for AREAA Ventura. So our goal and our mission is, our number one mission is to educate.
Right.
Whether we educate realtors, lenders, general public, our job is to educate.
First time home buyers, right?
First time home buyers for sure.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to be doing a big one in March up at the Limonera in Santa Paula, right?
Okay.
Where we educate people about different loan programs, grants that are available.
Yeah.
Because people think when you go buy a house, oh my God, everything has to come out of my pocket.
Right.
Not necessarily so.
Right.
You may fit into a bracket where you can get a grant,
Yeah.
which will help you buy a house.
Yeah.
Because the goal is to give everybody the opportunity to have home ownership, whether they want it. That's their
Okay.
choice.
And how about you? You own homes here in the U.S., but also in Asia, right?
Yes.
So you've owned businesses over there too.
Yes.
So how is it different, for Asian communities coming to America and purchasing homes here than it was owning home property in Asia? Like, what is that? What's the difference? Is it much more difficult, or
I think that these days,
Yeah.
the programs that are out there,
Right?
that's what we need to educate people about.
Because
right?
they are out there.
Because you may work in a nail salon,
Yeah.
right? But you make more money than a lawyer does,
Right.
right? But
Yeah.
most of your money is cash, right?
Right.
Now there's loan programs out there that are available that even if you make cash,
Yeah.
we can use that,
Okay.
right? So the thing is about education, right?
Right.
And different countries have different ways of doing business, right?
Yeah.
Money talks in some countries, right?
Right.
And they bargain different to what it is here.
Sure.
So another wonderful thing about AREAA is that you have really dedicated realtors there
Yeah.
that understand both cultures.
Right.
And
Right.
language is an important aspect. Because if you think about
Yeah.
doing a loan or buying a house,
Yeah.
and you got 100 pages and it's all in like lawyer-looking English,
Sure.
right? For someone
Intimidating.
whose second or third language is English,
Right.
that may be difficult to understand, right?
Yeah.
Plus, they don't want to show that they don't understand. So to have someone who
Right.
can speak that language as well
Yeah.
and explain it to them simply,
Right.
that takes away the angst
Mhm.
and it helps even grow more people to buy homes. And
Beautiful.
that's what you see when you start off with an Asian family. They will introduce you to everybody else if you do a good job for them, right?
Okay, let's switch gears. You have a bit of a different style than other directors, presidents, executives, wouldn't you say?
Well, I'm a '70s kid. I was born in 1965, and to the mid '70s, like that was punk rock.
That's punk rock.
And that's
Yeah.
how my attitude has always been. It's been, I'm a person who goes, let's charge, let's go.
Yeah.
I want to have fun in life. I want to meet new people. That's how me and you met.
Exactly.
And became great friends.
Exactly.
Right? I love to cook.
Yeah.
Right? And so I will cook for anybody. I will make hot sauce. I'll
Yeah.
make ice cream. I just feel like, we shared this the other night
Yeah.
about Barbara Streisand, right?
Oh, right.
And she was saying, like, when you get successful, don't put yourself in a place by yourself and feel good. Help others that want to get there.
What was that line? Bring them up to the elevator.
Bring them up to the elevator. And
Right.
I feel so blessed
Yeah.
I came to the United States with nothing.
Yeah.
I've done a very good living for myself. It continues to grow.
With many ventures.
With many ventures.
Yeah.
You know, my biggest one is building an Alzheimer's center in Pattaya, Thailand. But I feel like I've been given enough to give back.
Right.
And that's what makes me feel good.
That might be your core philosophy
Yeah.
in some ways, is reciprocation.
Reciprocation is important.
Get what you give. But there's also an aspect of the practicality where you send out basically a daily email to sort of your core network with inspirational messages. And I get them every morning and sometimes give my fun little responses. So talk about that and how you practically do that and do your messaging, because you're not a very public guy. You don't like the limelight as much as people might think you would from your personality. No. So maybe talk about that practically, how you help, the people in your life like that.
It's actually a mindset.
Yeah.
So I wake up early every morning.
Yeah.
And I have to, before I talk to anybody, I have to put myself in a positive position where I know that I control my day.
Yeah. So
what I'm sharing with people is how I feel.
Right.
So if I feel down, there was one, I need to listen, right?
Yeah.
And he'll then listen, right? Today's was about mothers, right? Because it's my mother's birthday today.
Right.
And so
this morning reflection helps you.
It's a reflection to me.
Yeah.
It sets me up in the right way every single morning. And when I get responses from people, and I had wonderful responses today, it warms my heart because I know, there's someone, mental health is a big issue worldwide, right? And so if my message can encourage one person to feel better about themselves, I have done something that day.
Well, even when we were talking about it last night at dinner, you had me over for dinner, and he is certifiably the best mortgage lender cook in the whole city of Santa Barbara. So I hope you get a chance to taste his hot sauce and his cooking. Before I even, anyway, we were at dinner, and so you immediately inspired me. I'm like, I gotta call my mom, and we had a great chat with
your mom's wonderful.
Yeah, Mary Courage, hello, and we got to get her to move to Santa Barbara next fall. It's got to happen. But anyway, your gala. We have a big gala coming up. We got to talk about it.
Yes.
Okay, February 9th.
February 9th. Yep. I'm so super excited.
Yeah.
So our gala is going to go off.
Yeah.
We have sushi chefs that will come in there and make sushi, sashimi, whatever you want to order.
Oof.
My good friend who owns a taco truck, he's done parties at my house. He's going to be doing appetizers, and we're going to have street Asian tacos.
Nice.
Thanks to my great friend at Loan Direct, Joe Lamb, he's sponsoring the entire bar.
Wow.
And today we just booked.
Thank you, Joe.
We just booked the band. So there's going to be a band playing, live music. You're going to go dance. We're going to keep speeches to a minimum, making sure that that's the case.
Yeah.
So great food, great companionship.
Yeah.
People come from all over, and we're going to have an absolute blast. And that's going to be on February 9th.
Yep.
And it's going to be an amazing night.
Great. And what can people do if they want to sponsor it, if they want to be a donor? What do they do?
We've got tables. That you can buy a table. We also are going to have charity tables.
Yeah.
Meaning that we are going to ask the CEOs of different charities through Ventura County to come, because they do so much good work.
Yeah.
Spirit up in Santa Paula, Habitat for Humanity, how many homes that they build, right? The food bank, right? There's so many incredible charities out there, and we want to be able to highlight them and say thank you, because when we do events, we want to be able to support them as well. So not only that, the other sponsorships, we need annual sponsors, right? Because we do events all the time, educational, fun events.
Yeah.
We do everything. Yeah. And so, but this gala is going to be amazing. Absolutely. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yes.
I understand also when people come from all different parts of the country,
right, and
you haven't seen them in a while,
you
want to talk to them. So we want to make sure that it's a very much a opportunity for people to commingle, have a fun time, and also realize that AREAA is an amazing cause and something that we need to promote in Ventura County.
Exactly, because a lot of sort of events like this advertise themselves as being networking events, but this is truly a place to network, to go, to celebrate life, to celebrate a good cause. to be a sponsor a table to eat well, dine well, and have great entertainment and give back to the community, right? So,
yeah, because you know, by supporting us,
yeah,
we're going to educate the community
right,
in regards to how to own a home,
right,
what they need to do,
yeah,
right? And that is a very, very important responsibility
right,
that we have. And
yeah,
so this gala is a way to like highlight it in the first place,
yeah.
and then to be able to share what we're going to do for the rest of the year.
So how do they get in contact if someone's listening right now and they're like, I want to email them right away? Who should they contact?
So you know, you go and look for AREAA Ventura. We're on Facebook.
How do you spell that again? The
AREAA Ventura.
Yep.
We're on Facebook.
Yep.
We're on Instagram.
Yep.
We're on all social platforms. They can reach out to me, myself here, and I can tell you, you know, to become a member of AREAA,
Yeah.
it is so reasonable.
Right.
I mean, an entire annual membership is only $120. And you think that we put events on every single month,
Yep.
and you get a lunch. But
It's
you tell me,
fantastic.
we go for lunch, is it $20 anyway just for lunch?
No.
Right? It's more, right?
It's always more.
It's always more. So when you
Yeah.
think about it, you get education,
Yep.
you get to meet good contacts,
Yes.
you get to collaborate with people,
Yes.
help people, and you
Yes.
get a good lunch. $120 to become a member of AREAA Ventura, to me, is a bargain.
It's a bargain of a deal. So they can
Absolutely.
go to the AREAA website and
You can go to the AREAA website,
sign up for a
we can
membership.
sign up, call me, I got QR codes.
Yep.
But for the gala, it's February 9th. Tickets are selling fast. This
Right.
is going to sell out.
Yes.
There is no doubt.
Where is it?
It is going to be at the Ventura Museum.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to do, because we are AREAA Ventura,
Yeah.
I wanted to highlight Ventura itself.
Yes.
I didn't want to do it at the, you know, not to knock any hotels like Holiday Inn or something. I wanted it to be something that represented Ventura, and there's nothing better. It's on Main Street
Yep.
in Ventura.
Yep.
It's the most amazing place. It'll
Yep.
show you the history of Ventura as well.
Yeah.
And I couldn't think, and it's indoor and outdoor. So the band will be outside, the bar will be outside, we'll eat inside. We'll just have a great time.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful. So we got to go February 9th. You got to be there. And Rotoflight Media will be sponsoring. We'll have great video presentations of the best drones in the entire 805, best drone work. It'll be a great time.
We're excited about that too. I
Yeah.
think, you know, you guys are going to set a new level
Yeah.
on what videography can look like.
Yeah.
And I'm so blessed to have you guys as friends.
Yeah.
And that you're going to support me with this. It's amazing.
Well, thanks, Rhys, and
Thank you.
congrats on becoming president.
Thank you,
and
buddy.
look forward to the next talk.
Awesome.
Cheers. Ta-ta.